Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Echo Squadron Gaming. I am Nemo. Today we have a match at Mayhem Comics in Des Moines. Yes, our very first game store match. It will be Lordy, as always, flying his scum. You saw this list earlier today on our stream when we were streaming live. He felt comfortable with it enough to take it to the store here and see how he's going to run with it. We have Jeff here over on the other side, who is flying Imperial. We'll give you a rundown of their lists real quick. Let me see if I can pull this up here. All right, Lordy is flying Han Solo with Trickshot, Lando Calrissian, 000, BT-1, rigged cargo chute, engine upgrade, Lando's Falcon, the autopilot drone. You can almost guarantee you might see that get jettisoned out into a group of ships there to try to get that crit. And then you have a Saj Ventress with Lats Razzie, rigged cargo chute, and hull upgrade. Rigged cargo chute on both of them. That could throw some wrenches in the works there, especially since it seems that his list is kind of built on stress. Over here on the other side, we have Jeff. He has the Omnicron Group pilot in the Lambda shuttle. He has Vizier in the Reaper, Captain Jonas in the TIE Bomber. Definitely looking to hand out some rerolls, so you can look for all three of these TIE Bombers to stay together in a group or fairly close to it, depending on whether or not Lordy can get in there and mess that up for him and try to break up that swarm and take away that reroll ability. Then we have two Scimitar pilots. All three of the bombers have barrage rockets. So here we see them setting up their asteroids. Taking care of their tokens. Make sure that you guys leave in the comments what are some of your favorite lists to fly, and or better yet, what's your favorite faction? What's your favorite faction, and why do you like that faction? I myself am Rebel, simply because even from the original trilogy until now, I've just kind of been fond of the Rebels. They always seem to have the odds stacked against them, you know. All right. Looks like we got getting everything finished up here. Such a tedious thing, tokens and all that good stuff. All right, so who are we going to set up first? All right, going to set that Lambda. Seems as though we're going to set it all the way down there at the very bottom. Some little angst going on down there on the mat, I guess. Maybe trying to make sure that it... Oh, I see. Okay. Gonna set it up there so that way he can get his bombers in there, catch a coordinate from each one of those ships. That's tedious work. Oh. So for all of you who are watching, um, what do you guys think about setup? How important is it? Do you kind of like to fly on the fly? You know, like kind of moment to moment flying, or do you think that it's important to have a method planned out before you go ahead and decide to make your first maneuvers. To be honest, really haven't seen much of the Shadowcaster in 2.0, so this should be an interesting match. I mean, you guys watched it earlier in our last episode, rather, with Bennett, who did not have so much luck with his Brobots teamed up with the freighter, the lightweight freighter, the YT-1300. See Jonas tucked in there behind those two TIE bombers, trying to make sure that he can dish out those re-rolls. And then you got both the Lambda and the Reaper on the flanks, making sure that they can coordinate some actions there. Alright, and we are set. No, waiting on two more. And one more. Alright. There we go. There's the handshake. Go ahead and get that timer started. Whoop. We need 75 minutes on there. Alright. So our first move is going to be a 3 forward with the Lambda. Nothing too ostentatious, I guess. And we are going to reinforce the front. And then a 1 forward with the Reaper for ailerons. Followed by a 3 forward. Kind of an aggressive approach there with the Reaper. And a focus. And the first TIE bomber is doing a 4 forward. With a focus. Another 4 forward. With a focus. And another 4 forward with a focus. Alright, now Asajj doing a 2 bank. Maybe to try to intercept that large little bundle he's got down there in the bottom of the map here. Doing? Oh, got a little bit of a lag here. See if I can't fix that for you. And there we go. Alright, and what did we do? We did a 1 forward with Han, rotating his arc to the, I guess, really can't tell from here where he put it. I think it's going, if we're going from our vision, I believe it's going up and down, top screen to the bottom of the screen. Alright, cleaning up the mat here, getting rid of the focuses and reinforces. It'll be very interesting to see how this list interacts with, how Lordy's list here will interact with this list. Imperials, I feel, have gotten a lot of love in 2.0. Lordy's Han has the ability to roll anywhere between 5 to 6 dice in one attack. That's not including if he were to spend his focus to re-roll one die. And then you have Asajj, who is going to be dishing out stress or allowing them to allowing her to get an evade. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. You also have Han with 000 for either any calculate or Jeff could take a stress. So it seems like dishing out some stress is definitely what Lordy's list is meant to do. Not sure how that's really gonna affect this Imperial list here. Should be very interesting to see. Alright, I believe we are ready. No. Last minute checks. Alright, and the Lambda is doing a 1 forward. Just a steady creep. That group pilot wanting to slow down, make sure he keeps some distance. What action are we going to take? Are we going to coordinate? Are we going to focus? And we decided to focus. That Reaper having that tactical officer there makes its red coordinate a white coordinate. Ooh, so ailerons and a 3 bank. Coming in steep. We'll definitely have that. Definitely have Asajj in arc. Kind of cutting them off there between the Omicron, sorry, and the Reaper. And then having those TIE bombers come in, definitely going to get choked off. Had to go ask a question real quick from one of our judges. Alright. I believe it was about jam tokens, with the Reaper being able to jam. So the Reaper is going to focus. Reaper having covered 3/4 of the board in 2 moves, guys. That is quite the maneuverable and fast ship. Well, alright, so we got a 1 forward by one of the first scimitars. And then we got the second scimitar here. Moving forward. Alright, focus for both of them. Cleaning it up a little bit. Gonna bring Jonas in right behind those two, make sure they keep that power to reroll. And Asajj doing doing a 3 bank this time. Trying to stretch her legs, hopefully trying to get out of that arc, but I'm not sure it's going to quite happen that way. And for a note, Asajj started her with her arc pointed out to the left side, which is now on the Reaper, so the Reaper will be an arc of Asajj. And bringing Han around here. We'll also have Vizier in his arc. So could really spell some trouble there for Vizier, that's for sure. Hopefully Vizier can hold out on this attack and bring something in the next round. And put in some damage this round as well. Alright. Gonna spin the focus using either BT1 there, or I'm sorry, not BT1, 000, or Lats Razzie, using BT1 or 000 there to get that calculate. Alright, range 1 with Han. So we have range 1, obstructed, Han's ability. So that's 5 dice. And we have 3 hits and a crit. So after that, alright, so Reaper will definitely take 4 off of that exchange. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. 2 hits from Jonas. Or no, a reroll from Jonas. Alright, and what do we have? 2 hits. Right back there at Vizier. Okay, 1 evade. Okay, so Vizier's shooting now. Hit crit. Alright, so 2 natural evades, so no damage there. Alright, so one of the scimitars here. What do we got? Alright, so 3 hits on Asajj. And what will Asajj do? Has 1, so takes 1 off Asajj. Oh, 2 get through. Sorry, my bad. 2 get through. Alright, so Asajj is now shieldless. Alright, next scimitar. Alright, 2 hits and a crit. Hit crit. So hit, and what is the crit? Stun pilot for the crit. Alright. From the Lambda to Asajj, range 2. Switching out some dice, getting some fresh blood. 2 hits and a crit. And then we have focus and evade. Hit crit. So hit. And what's the... Oh. Alright. Didn't quite catch what that crit was. Quite a good exchange there. Pretty even. Asajj took some hits. Definitely hurting a little bit right now. There we go. Got that fixed for you. Alright, taking our time making sure that we get these bearings right. Alright. So for those of you at home watching, what are some of your thoughts of the whole Wave 2 thing that's coming out? Ships that you're looking forward to, especially with the new expansions coming out with, you know, the Clone Wars, with the Confederate, with the... Oh, I can't talk tonight, guys. with with the droids, you know, the Jedi Starfighters, those look interesting. I'm really hoping that they come out with that. You know, also the new T-85 that may be coming out. Not sure if that's a definite thing, but it would definitely be nice to see. So, yeah, just leave us a comment either here or check out our Facebook page, Echo Squadron Gaming. We are also on Twitter at Squadron Echo. So make sure you check us out there. All of our videos are also on Twitter. And make sure to get in any list submissions for our newest contest. The winner of the contest, or whoever's list wins the contest, I guess I should say, will receive an FFG Star Wars X-Wing miniature small base ship. So you want to make sure you want to get your list in submitted to that. That is at echosquadrongaming@gmail.com. Basically, what will happen is that we will draw 2 lists, or we will draw 2 lists, and those lists will be pitted against each other, and whoever is the winner out of that match will be awarded the small-based Star Wars miniature ship. So make sure that you also let us know what your favored faction is, so that way we can get together with you and figure out which small base ship would work best for your collection. Alright. Getting these dials planned. Right now, points are 24 to 50. Jeff pulling out with just a little over a half more of what Lordy's got. Alright, so we are set. Now we are going to begin our maneuvers. Hard 2 from the Lambda today. Maybe attempting to stuff a hole there to keep Asajj from going anywhere. Vizier moving next. Okay. Apparently we've changed our mind and we're going to move the second TIE bomber here. Going to do a 5K. Ships just will do what they do. Get that lined up. They're tucking in nicely into Asajj. We'll definitely catch that in arc. We're going to aileron to ship right. He's going to coordinate with the ability. Alright, so got the stress for the K-turn. Vizier coordinating a focus for free because of the ailerons move. Three hard from the second bomber. Apparently just checking something out there. Wanted to make sure. Alright, going to come in within range 1 of that of Lando's Falcon there. Thinking about if he wants to drop that focus or not. Apparently he decided to go for it. Alright, now Jonas is going to do a 1 straight, just that slow Imperial March. Asajj with a 5K. Blowing past them all. Very nice move. Let's see if he can, see if this can help him capitalize on something. Bad news is that he will not be able to continue working on that Reaper to dwindle it down. Reaper is too far out. And really not what Jeff wanted to have happen, tucking in behind that bomber like that to get rid of Jonah. That Jonah is not in the mobile arc, so there will be no stressing from Asajj this round. And there's the stress from the 5K. And a 2 hard with the Falcon up there with Han. Is he going to clear that debris? I think he might be on that debris there. Pretty sure. I don't think that base is going to quite make it. No. Right there. And it looks like a little bit of that debris underneath in between those 2 prongs. He might have to catch another stress when he moves. Takes no damage on that. Alright, Han shoots first. Alright, so triple zeroing right now on the first high bomber up there. What are we going to do? He's going to go ahead and let him take the calculate. Alright. Alright, so we are going to be attacking the first bomber. Alright, so 3 hits. And so takes 2 off that first bomber. Alright, so Asajj shooting now. Lordy with initiative in this match, so his force will go before his. Alright, so we got 1 hit. Alright, we got 2 natties. So no damage on that exchange. Alright, so TIE bombers. Alright, so alright, so going to go ahead and use barrage rockets here. There will be no rerolls from Jonah with this barrage rocket. Alright, so 2 hits and a crit. So a hit and a crit on Asajj. Oh. Debating on Latz Razzi's ability to be able to remove the stress for an evade. Okay. So adding another evade, so takes a crit. And again, can't make out that crit. Oh, okay, so that would be fuel leak. Okay, so range 1 from the Lambda to Han. Han's still holding on to that calculate. Hopefully that'll bring him some luck. Okay, you got a cock die. We're going to re-roll that one. Hit and crit on Han. Nothing, so Han eats all that one. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and take the 2 off of the shuttle. Using that title card to make sure the Falcon stays untouched for the most part. All right. So it has been decided that Han will be going over the debris again because it is sticking out just a bit. We'd like to take just a quick minute to thank everybody for tuning in and watching us today. Without you guys, Echo Squadron wouldn't be possible. And we do truly appreciate all the continued support that we get from you guys every time that we post. There's always great feedback, and we really appreciate it. Han is not looking like he's in a very good position. Might end up getting hung up on that debris yet again. If he can fly those bombers in there just right, it could potentially block Han and keep him on that debris a little bit. Um, of course, the same thing can be said about Asajj. Perhaps getting Asajj to bump and take away some actions. Taking the calculate off from the last round, keeping the table clean. Also, if you guys notice that Asajj does not have a force power on the list, that is because um, the one that they are using. Uh-oh, what happened here? Hmm. Little bit of problem with the camera here. See if we can't get that taken care of. Sorry about that, guys. But as I was saying, if you'll notice that Asajj doesn't have a force power, that's because he is using one that will be released in Wave 2, known as Brilliant Evasion. Not exactly sure what it does right offhand. Um, so for those of you who know, go ahead and share it in the comments, so that way people can figure that out. I just don't have access to it right now. All right. Planning is always the most tedious part of everything. Got to make sure that you don't bump your own ships or bump into other people's ships or try to bump into other people's ships. Wondering if Lordy is going to try to get rid of any of these crits that he may have. Granted, he's spinning in action, but he definitely wants to fix that fuel leak. If he were to take an extra crit, then he's going to take an extra damage on. If he takes a crit, then he's going to take an extra damage on top of that because of fuel leak. So that is definitely one of the ones that he wants to get repaired as soon as possible. All right, and we are all planned, I believe. Double checking our dials. All right. Nope. Still not quite sure. Trying to figure out what to do with that lambda. Lambda didn't get much of a beef up on its dial, but it did get a rear arc in 2.0, so that does help. All right, and we are set and ready to go. Lambda's going to do a one bank, get rid of that stress, free up that coordinate action. Ooh, maybe. might bump there. Yeah, that is a bumpsy. Bump City. We're going to railroad track it here. All right. Always so annoying, those one banks when you bump. Never enough room to measure. All right, there we go. I wonder if they're going to straighten up that tie bomber there. Yeah, there we go. So will not get a coordinate action this round. Well, I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can't get that camera fixed real quick. All right. Got the camera fixed. Not sure what to do with the Reaper there. Don't know if he wants to focus or if he wants to coordinate. Nope, we're going to go ahead and focus and go without the coordinate this round. Then we are going to do... Alright, so we are going to do the second bomber here. Alright, doing a 1 forward, continuing with that Imperial March. Han is not looking good right now. If that other TIE bomber there does a 1 forward, he could possibly hang him up. Definitely going to get hung up if he can't get past either the Lambda, Asajj, or the bomber. And then with the second bomber up there doing a K-turn. All right, and Jonas is doing a 5K. That would be the perfect time for Han to streak right out of there. Oh, Asajj is going to bump 3 bank into the Lambda. Sorry about the color change there, guys. So where are we going to go here? All right. Sliding out the templates. All right, so no action for Asajj this round. Han does a 1 forward. You're going to clear the stress. Staying on that debris this round. All right. All right. Han will take a damage off of that debris this round. So a quick recap of what we got for stats here. Han has lost one shield off the Falcon and used two of his shields off of his autopilot drone to kind of mitigate some of that damage from the Falcon. Asajj is down to 4 hull, got really lit up those last couple rounds. Omicron, sorry, Omicron group pilot hasn't taken any damage this round. Reaper, that first exchange really hurt, down to 3 hull. Captain Jonas hasn't taken any damage. The first Scimitar Squadron pilot bomber has taken 2 damage, and the second bomber has been untouched. So, very wily Imperial list he has here. All right, so Han onto the Lambda, range 1 this round. All right, so he has a calculate, so he has a hit and 2 focus. So is he going to use that focus to reroll, or is he going to go, or not the focus, sorry, the calculate to reroll, or is he going to spend it? And if we were going by Han's rules, Han would gamble, and apparently so was Lordy, so this should be interesting. Ooh, 2 more focuses. Isn't that how it always works? No luck on that. True Snake Eyes. And 1 shield off the Lambda with a blank. Captain Jonas is going to shoot. Range 2. Almost looks like it is in the bullseye. But I think that will only work for only works for barrage rockets. All right, so hit and a crit. Takes the hit and the crit on Asajj. All right. So Asajj now down to 1 hull. That crit really hurt with that fuel leak, so checking to see which one of the bombers has the most damage. So number 1 is the only one that is undamaged. The other 2 or sorry, number 1 bomber is the only one that is not damaged or damaged, and that is the one at the topmost of your screen. The other 2 at the bottom of the screen are untouched. So it looks as if he's going to try to catch that scimitar right there on the corner. All right, we have 3 hits and 2 natties. Oh, I'm sorry. And evading a focus. Going to spend that focus to take 1. To take 1 on Jonah. Oh, I'm sorry. That is not Jonah. My mistake. He took it off of the second bomber. All right, using a laser here. So range 1 from Jonah, back at Asajj. I'm sorry, it's going to be the second bomber on Asajj. Two hits and a crit. And Asajj is gone. One hit towards Han. Gonna take the damage. Give me just a second, folks. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So Han now with a breath of fresh air to try to get off that debris. Lando's going to do a stall and not move at all. Take a stress. Han trying to take off of that. Debris, and it doesn't look like he's going to make it. Trying to decide where he wants to take that shot with Han. All right, so we're going for the first TIE bomber. All right, 4 dice range 1. We got a hit and a crit. 1. So a hit and a hit, bringing that scimitar down to 3. Another ship that has half points, so he has half points on the Reaper. And the first TIE bomber, which is the one at the topmost of your screen. By some sheer luck, we have some range 1 on from Jonah to Han. No reroll. 3 hits is the answer. 1 evade, so he'll take 2 on Han. There we go, got that fixed for you. Gonna spend that focus for a hit and a crit onto Han. 1, 2, and 3. Alright. Loose stabilizers. Not sure what crit he has over there on the Reaper. Hit crit. So crit gets through. Stunned pilot. Alright. So back to planning phase. Han really getting eaten alive in that last exchange. Again, make sure you guys get your list submitted to Echo Squadron Gaming at gmail.com. That way we can get them all grouped together so we can have a drawing. We will be drawing two lists out of the entries that are given, and those two lists will be pitted against each other. The winner of that match, the winning list of that match, will be the list that grants the owner the FFG Star Wars X-Wing miniature small base ship of the faction of your choice. Make sure that when you send your email that you include your favorite faction that you would like to receive the small base shipped of. The small based ship in, whether it would be Imperial, Rebellion, any of the ships that are currently out right now that have not been released by Wave 2. And again, that would be at Echo Squadron Gaming at gmail.com. Make sure you get your list entries in now. Don't want to miss out on that free ship, that is for sure. And again, I'd like to extend a big thank you to Mayhem Comics in Des Moines, Iowa for allowing us to record from their location in West Des Moines, I believe. Checking some information here, it looks like. Seems we're at a standstill. Looks like we are checking up some rules and regulations here. Ah, okay. They're trying to figure out if when the Falcon is blown up, as if it automatically is detached. So basically, what'll happen is that after the Falcon is destroyed and the shuttle is let go, it will take one crit as a result of that, and it will be left with one hull after it has uh, undocked from the Falcon. Now, Lordy will get to choose on whether he gets to undock up from the front or the rear of the ship, so that could help. Alright, so back to planning phase. I believe he has all of his. We are ready. Maybe give him a one last over. Alright, we are ready. We will move that first TIE bomber. Nope. We will move the Lambda, doing a one straight to clear the stress. Just to regain it by landing on the debris there. Alright, so the first bomber is going to do a one straight to get rid of that stress. And we are going to focus after relieving the stress. And the second bomber is going to do a 3K. Come in behind the Falcon there. Definitely has him in a triangulated crossfire. If things do not go Han's way this round, Han will not be on the board. Nope. So no ailerons for a bump and one bank. It will not allow him to go anywhere. And Jonas is going to do... Can't really tell what that is. We are going to do a 5K, 5 forward. $5K. Definitely tucking in, forcing Han to either bump or go to ship right. If he goes to ship right, he's going to have a lot of firepower coming up behind him. And at least one reroll from one of those ships. Han with a 2 hard. It seems Jeff read that move. And will tuck up behind him. However, also has the Reaper in arc. If he can get 3 shots on the Reaper, can definitely get the points off of that. Okay, so Reaper is going to either take a stress or give Han a calculate. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give him the calculate and not give him that extra dice for the stress on the Reaper. Checking up the rule. Yep. So he was checking on the rules for the reroll. He has to spend a green token for 2 naked rolls if he chooses to reroll. Range 1. I believe we're going on the Lambda. Okay, so changing target from the Lambda to the Reaper. Alright, so we got one hit. And what are we going to roll? Burn that. We got a hit and a crit, burning that token for that reroll. One crit on the Reaper. So it took a direct hit on the Reaper. And the Vizier is down to one hull. Nothing on that, so no damage, no defense. And that second TIE bomber. Focus and a blank, nothing on that one. And we have the first TIE bomber. One hit. One crit. Sorry. So got a focus on that. So lose stabilizer on the Falcon. Believe it's structural damage on that. Alright, so Han is now gone. You're going to de-dock the shuttle. We'll take a crit for that. Going to put a base on there so that way we have a firing arc. Alright, making sure we get them all straightened up there. No attack for the shuttle. Or, yep, the escape drone, sorry. Alright, cleaning up the board there. Checking that dial one more time to make sure he's dialing it in right. did not take that crit off of there. Lambda doing a 1 forward. Will cross over the debris again to gain another stress. To lose the stress and gain a stress, no damage on that. Full stop for the shuttle. Going to take that stress. So the first TIE bomber coming down with a 1 forward. And going to focus up. Vizier is going to move next. Doing a 1 bank, tucking in right behind that bomber. All right, his maneuver after the ailerons is going to be a 3 bank. No damage. Takes the stress from hitting the debris, no action. All right, so the second TIE bomber doing a 1 forward. Forever marching. Really coming in around that escape or that autopilot drone. And another 1 forward. All right, so the second, no, I'm sorry, Jonas attacking the drone. Going to use the target lock for a hit and 2 crits. Takes 2 crits, and that is the end of the drone. So everything takes a crit around him. Will not change anything for points. All right. Well, with that being the end of the match, Jeff walks away with 199 points. Lordy making some damage with 41 points. All right, and there you have it, guys. So, first debut at Mayhem Comics in Des Moines. Lordy unfortunately couldn't walk away with the win for Echo Squadron, but congratulations to Jeff for the win, and thank you guys. You have a great night, and we hope to see you next Monday. Tune in. Make sure you like and subscribe the video. And as always, may the force be with you. Echo Squadron out.